How's everybody doing? So, you know, it's really strange because like all the other performers tonight, at the MSA West Conference there was about maybe 1,200 people there, and I think I'm a little more nervous here than I was there. It's a crazy energy we have going on here. And, yeah. So I want to tell you all a story tonight. I originally wanted to do a poem about love, but I was hanging out with a good friend of mine named Taja, and few people on this earth know me like Taja does, and she has this profound ability to ask really, really hard questions in the middle of a very light conversation. So we were hanging out, and she looked at me and she said, "Do you still pray?" Where did that come from, one? And two, I didn't really know how to answer that. Because I'm sure, as a lot of you here know, none of us are perfect. Maybe sometimes we forget to pray, or sometimes we're just not feeling it. And so I said, "Taja, it's a great question. I think there's really only one way to answer it, because I do pray. I just pray a little bit differently these days." My phone rings. Who's there? Another night, another scare. No caller ID, only inspiration diverting my energy. I drop everything as my soul rings. Voicemail is full. These words repeat in my memory like a record. Although this record isn't broken, new tracks come as the old ones leave. Words whisper around my ears like leaves in a fall breeze. It must have been a dream the way my life is turning out to be. When God calls, there's no time to second guess. Decisions are made in moments. Our destinies must not be suppressed. When God calls, I can feel my soul vibrating. There's no silencing this phone. No call waiting. Only an urgent message asking me to look around, telling me to stop my stressing. With a will, there is hope. But when God calls, all of our obstacles are jokes. There's not a thing we can't overcome in this meditative state when all emotions are overrun. Don't look for your phone's ring, because God is in everything. Even the crunch of fallen leaves scream of glory and integrity. Justice has been established. Just this message has increased my soul's bandwidth. Only 2 years into my past, I couldn't stand with my head held high. But today, as I'm praying with my imagination directed towards the sky, I can't restrict the tears that tear down my cheeks. My eyelashes have become wet with praise as my vision begins to streak. I wonder what the moonlight looks like without lights. Or the way the world would turn if all of a sudden humans cease to fight. If we could change our own chemistry instead of stealing lives to study minds, how would that change our hearts? You see, life is like traveling an everlasting road with only a flashlight and an unbearable pair of shoes. Uncomfortable in our own skin by the age of 12 or 22, few quit and many stand still, unable to choose their next move. The ones who walk discover that the road exists. For every 3 steps taken, another 3 are revealed. There is no end to the road of greatness. Our lives are measured by what we do. When God calls, run. Watch that flashlight transform into 2, and those 2 turn into high beams that shine like the lights they place on planes, and before you know it, your entire existence is light. Thank you.